First, come into a comfortably seated position. You can be seated on the floor with a cushion under your hips so that your hips are higher than the level of your knees. Or you can sit comfortably in a chair with your feet on the ground. Keep your back straight with your chin tucked ever so slightly. Bring your shoulders just a tad bit back and keep your heart open. Your hands can be cupped under your belly button, or they can be face down on your knees. Your eyes can be gently closed, or you can have your gaze just slightly open, looking just past the tip of your nose and downward. Take a big, deep breath in, and let a big, deep breath out. Take a big, deep breath in, breathing in all of the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And take a big, deep breath out. Breathing in, allowing yourself to heal your mind. And letting a big, deep breath out. And just let it all go. So bring to your mind a situation or feeling of something that may be a bit heavy for you in life. Normally, we seek to run away from these things or to simply zone out from it. And in this practice, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to bring it forward and bring it closer to us and transform that into love and compassion. So really evoke that sensation of what this problem or situation feels like. You could even visualize it maybe as something cold, or maybe something dense, maybe something dark. And what we're going to do is take a big, deep breath in. And we're going to bring that situation, that feeling, close to our heart. Breathe it in. Really allow it to permeate you. And allow it to transform into openness. And just breathe love and well-being out. Now do this 3 or 4 more times. And do it for yourself. Bring in that suffering. Allow it to strengthen you. Allow it to permeate. And breathe out love and well-being. And allow that to completely permeate your being. Breathe it in. Bring it close. We always learn from these experiences. There's no need to be afraid of them. Now breathe out that love and well-being. Let it permeate you completely. Breathe it in. Bring it close. That heaviness. Let it strengthen us. Now breathe it out. Love and well-being, wisdom, clarity. Once more, breathe in that denseness. Transform that in that magical heart. Breathe it out. Love and well-being. Now this time we're going to take it a step further. We're going to recall that same experience, that same situation. We're going to breathe it in. Bring it close. Transform it in our heart to well-being, to wisdom, appreciation, love. Now this time as we breathe it out, we're not only breathing it out for ourselves, but we're breathing it out for anyone else who may be involved in that situation. May they experience the benefits of this love and well-being. Even if they have offended me, even if I feel agitated, I just breathe out and I wish them well. I'm going to breathe in again all of that pain that I'm experiencing. No need to be afraid of it. I'm going to bring it close and I want to learn from this. Transform that into softness in the heart. Allow this experience to open me to all that's available in life. And I'm going to breathe out love and well-being for myself and for anybody else involved or connected. Now this time as I breathe in, I'm also going to welcome any of the suffering that anybody else involved in the situation might be experiencing. Not only am I struggling, but surely there are other people struggling. So I'm going to breathe in their struggle. May I experience this on behalf of them so that they have a moment of peace in their life. I can handle this right now. I'm going to transform that into softness in the heart. And I'm going to breathe out on their behalf. May you experience wellness and love and peace in this moment. Even if I feel upset, I can still be peaceful and respectful. No being wants to suffer. I'm going to breathe in their suffering. I'm going to breathe it in. Let me experience that struggle for you. I may not understand what you're going through, but I do know what it feels like to be in pain. So I'm going to breathe that in, transform that into well-being in my heart. And I'm going to bring out a vastness of well-being for your life, for my life, for all that lives. I may be experiencing pain in this body, but I breathe that in on behalf of all beings. And I may feel like my love is so limited, but I'm going to breathe out even the tiniest drop of love that I have, that all beings may benefit. I'm going to take it a little bit further this time, and I'm going to breathe in any struggles that people I may not even know are experiencing in this moment. I'm so fortunate to be here in this moment, to have an opportunity to meditate. I'm safe where I am in this moment. So I'm going to breathe in that struggle that someone else may be experiencing today. I'm going to transform that in my heart with gratitude, with acceptance, with courageousness. And I'm going to breathe out love and well-being. May you have exactly what you need to have a good day, to have a good moment, that your mind is at peace, that your body is at peace. We wish this for all beings. Again, we're going to breathe in that heaviness. Whoever is experiencing what I'm experiencing right now, whether it's anger, sadness, physical pain, any of it, I know what that feels like, and I'm going to breathe that in for you right now. I am here meditating under the blessing of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, of the great masters, and I'm safe. So I'll breathe this in on behalf of all that are suffering. I'll open my heart and share all of this well-being with you, even the tiniest drop. Now we're going to come back to ourselves. Just take a relaxing breath in. Fill yourself with blessings. Take a relaxing breath out and share those blessings. Breathe in the blessings. We are so fortunate to have these teachings. Some have not even access to these kind of tools. We are so fortunate. Breathe that great fortune and blessing in. And we breathe out and share that blessing with all. Once again, we breathe in. Such deep gratitude. Gratitude to ourself for being willing to give this practice a try. Breathing out and sharing that blessing with all. Now this practice is so special. This gives us an opportunity to do something different. A lot of times when we struggle, we're so narrowly focused on our own struggle that we forget that others are also struggling. It may not even look like they're struggling, but they are. Just like we do internally. And so when we just take a moment to remember that, then we can open our hearts where we feel like closing down. And even if this practice seems hard, which it can be, this is a practice of courage. This is a practice of opening. So when it feels a bit hard, we just relax. Just fill ourselves with the blessing and share the blessing. If it feels too expansive to do the practice on behalf of others, then we can start with where we're at. Start with our own struggle. And when we feel ready, we can expand that to loved ones. We can expand that to people that we don't know. We can expand it to people that we dislike. Little by little, this trains our mind to be more open, to be more present, and to be mindful and steady amidst any type of wave that life brings us. And when we do this on behalf of other beings, it brings our mind to peace. In that moment, we are experiencing peace. And with a peaceful mind, we can share peace with others in daily life. And So really give yourself a deep gratitude for giving this a try. And this is something that can be cultivated any time of the day. It's just a thought. So let's say you're frustrated in some moment of the day. Just breathe in, bring it close, breathe out, and let it be spacious. And any moment of the day, whether you're walking or at work, you can have that same thought. And the more that we practice as a sitting practice, the more that we have the capacity to remember and to practice as an active practice in the day. So we're going to bring our hands into the prayer mudra and bring them to the top of our crown and say Om. We're going to bring this to our throat and say Ah, and bring this to our heart and say Hum. Om, Ah, Hum. We're going to bow our heads ever so slightly and dedicate the benefit of this practice to all sentient beings.